Hello guys, after I posted the video yesterday about the pizza, quarantine pizza, many of you asked me for the recipe. Well, there are many ways to do a pizza. Not that most pizza lovers would approve, but this is the fastest method. We could actually prepare your own dough at home, but that is a very time consuming process. So what I did is I just went out to the bakery and got me some half-baked ready-made pizza bases. So using this, I'll just introduce you to the ingredients and what are the tools that you require to make the pizza. So let me just start with a small cup of onions cut into petals, cut and separate into petals. A small cup of tomatoes. Again, you need to remove the seeds because it becomes mushy when you bake it. And a small cup of capsicum cut into small cubes. A small cup of paneer if you like paneer and if you're not lactose intolerant. A small cup of paneer marinated for some time, like say 10 minutes. So what I marinate with is the pizza pasta sauce and some chili powder. So I just mix it and then make it marinate, and then a small cup of sliced olives. And unfortunately I could only get the cheddar cheese block. Actually for the pizza you would really want a block of mozzarella or a blended cheese, which is cheddar and mozzarella mixed, but here we have only the cheddar cheese. And just to make it a little more tangy, I have a slice of cheese as well, which I'll be adding. A small packet of oregano, which most of you guys would have pocketed one or two from Domino's, and some chili flakes. Alright, and here I have a small cup of oil mixed with garlic powder and some oregano. So we need to brush this on the edges so that the pizza crust gets really crunchy on the edges, right? So apart from this, now we just need a spread and we need a grater for grating the cheese. Okay, and I was talking about the pizza pasta sauce. So the best one which I found was the Del Monte pizza pasta sauce. It's ready to use, or if you want to get really authentic, you can make your own sauce at home. Boil some tomatoes, blanch them, smash them, add some onion powder, garlic powder, salt, spices, and you make your own pizza sauce. Okay, so let's see how to begin with the spread. So let me just add some spread onto the pizza. Just a little spread is good. You don't need to have a lot of spread because it gives a really tangy taste to the pizza. So I'll just spread it. Alright, so now we have plated the pizza. We have just added all the toppings, and now you can see how colorful and how beautiful this is. So before we go any further, I just have to oil the edges. So just dip it in a little bit of oil. There we have our cheese. So let's get every last bit of it. So now it's time to bake it. Now let's go ahead and put it in the oven. So I have a conventional oven, and you can maybe preheat it to 180 to 200 degrees a little bit, and I'm going to switch it on. I had actually preheated it for about a minute or so, not more. So let's go ahead and slide in the pizza on the grill. Alright, and keep the heat only to the top. As you can see, there are different settings: top heat, bottom heat, and both top and bottom. It's because the pizza base is already half baked, you don't need the bottom heat at the beginning. So keep it to the top so that the cheese melts and the veggies cook. So you can keep the timer for 10 minutes. You don't need 10 minutes to make the pizza, but you can as well leave it at 10 minutes. And the temperature, as you can see, I've kept it at 200 degrees. Alright, so let's wait for the pizza to come out. Alright, so let's see. Our pizza is almost done. And as I said, let's just add some bits of sliced cheese to it so that you get that tangy taste as well. And if you feel the cheese is not sufficient, you can go in for the second round now. Just add in one more layer of goodness. Alright, that's it. Now the pizza goes back into the oven for one last minute, and let's wait for it to come back. And there we have it, our cheese burst quarantine pizza. And the last finishing touch for this pizza is a bit of oregano seasoning on the top, and a bit of chili flakes if you want it to be a little spicy. Alright, have a look at this beautiful pizza, and I don't have a pizza cutter, so I'm going to use. Okay, let's go in for it. Ah, look at the sound. It sounds so crunchy and so cheesy. Alright, so there you have it, your homemade quarantine pizza. Let's have a taste. That is yummy. Hope you guys like the video. Do try it at home and let me know what you think of it. See you next time.